Yeah, hello. So good to be back to learn more on AutoCAD. So in this video, I'll be explaining the the drawing tools, how to make use of the basic drawing tools. So let's just start. So once again, my name is Bayo. So in the previous video, I described the introduction to AutoCAD, talk about the interface, talk about coordinate system, and how we can navigate around AutoCAD. So right now in this video, I will only be explaining the drawing tools. So we can find the drawing tools from our draw panel. We talk about the panels in the last video. So this is our draw panel. So in our draw panel, we have all these ribbons that describe the drawing tools. Now if I should click on this docker, yeah, I have some other drawing tools, but I won't be describing those ones in this video right now. We'll just be talking about, because these are um the core ones that I'll be using in 2D, the most core and essential ones. So the first the first tool is called the line tool. It's called the line tool. So we use the line and pick the line. Now the first thing that this tells us to what, specify first point. So meaning we need to pick our what, where we are starting from. So I'll click here. So then it says specify next point. I'll click there, specify another next point, or now you see option, the or could be, or do you want to undo it? If I should type u, because in the word undo, u is the one that is being highlighted in blue. So if I type u, it will take me back to where I started from. So that's the essence of. So I'm drawing this with a line, right? Drawing this with a line, make sure that I snap. So I have this here, I have something like this with a line. Now let's look at polyline. So then I'll be talking about the difference between a line and a polyline. So specify next distance, or can you see that? So I'm looking at the or, I have various options. So I have arc, I have half width, I have length, I have under, I have width. So if I should pick arc, for instance, A for arc, so I can draw my arc. So these are the difference between a line and a polyline. A line cannot do this. So in drawing my line, arc, I also have various ways to draw my arc. You can draw it in an angular form, center, direction, halfway, then radius. So provincial pick radius, half for radius. So it asks me to specify the radius of my arc, of the arc I want to draw. So provincial, I just want to make 50. So that's I've gotten what the radius of it, right? So or angle as well, I can specify, oh, I want to draw my arc in an angle. So it will be continuous until you actually move out of it, of the command. Then so let's go back to line, L for line. I'll come back to line, so you can, then I can show, oh, I want to increase my width. W for width. They ask me to specify starting point of the width. Let me say I want it to be 2. Then ending point should be probably 4. Can you see? This is what I have. So this is 2. This is the 2, which is my starting point. This is my ending point, which is 4. My ending point, yeah, 4. Right? So if I let me go back, PL for polyline. That's the shortcut. PL for polyline. So it will still be in width. You can see that. So to go back to line, what I will do is what, enter line, L for line, then I go back to, and if that be the case that it not change, then your width, then change it to a 0, then a 0, and you have that. So that is what polyline can do. Unlike line, that you just, when you pick your line, all you can do is just to draw. Line does not have any other function attached to it. It doesn't. Now, aside that, there is also another difference between line and polyline. Now, if I should pick up this this same shape that I drew here, this same shape that I drew here, right? Let me draw the same shape with a polyline, and let us look at the difference. So I have something like this. Snap. So the same shape. Now, if I click on this just once, right? And if I click on this just once, can you notice the difference? Because line is always a broken down, a broken section. So give you a broken shape. But polyline will give you a jointed shape. So that is another difference between them. And when you look at where I highlighted each of the lines, they are they have three grips. Three grips. Each of the line has three grips on them. And those three grips are, they are square in nature. Can you see 3, 3, 3? Now the middle grip can be used to move the line. So which is its own, when you click on it, stretching, right? Then the other ones you can stretch and you can length. If I click on stretch, you can see, and you can lengthen it. You can lengthen it. So these are the function of those scripts. These are the functions of those scripts. Right. Now, looking at this, the same thing here. Here I have, if I click, you can what, you can stretch it to affect the whole drawing because they are jointed. Now, but on polyline, each of these segments are what we call the rectangular group as well. And on the rectangular group, we have the stretch option, add vertex, and convert to add. So you can stretch, right? Then you can convert to arc, a particular line, and convert to arc. Likewise, you can what, you can add another vertex. And so you can decide which part do you want to add it to. Okay, so you can still add another one, right? So then you can remove as well, remove vertex. You can remove the vertex as well, right? So that is what, that is the major difference between a line and a polyline. Now let's look at other drawing tools. We have the circle. We have about 6 types of circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they will all give you the same output, but the way you go along in drawing them are different. And the first one, we have center, comma, radius. So meaning, when you want to draw, you are picking the center first before specifying the radius. The second one, center, diameter. You are specifying its center first before specifying the diameter. And so let's just look at them. So I click on circle, right? Click on circle. So I'll pick my center. So that was the first question. Let's specify what the center, right? Which I've done. So I pick on my center. Then now ask me to what, to specify the radius. So let's say my radius will be 5. Enter. So this is it. So to go back to that command, remember in the last video I told you just press your enter key again. So press my enter key. Now I will say specify center point of circle, or the all mean probably you want to go draw using the other types, which is the 3 point, 2 point, then the tan radius. Now if I should click the center, so now I can change it from being set radius, because this one is asking us to specify the radius. However, you don't want to specify the radius, you can change it to say, that's why you can see all diameter. So if I want to change diameter, that will be, I'll just enter D, enter, then 2.5. Oh, sorry, that will be 10. So I have this, right? So the same circle. Then I can come and pick my diameter and just specify the distance, which was 10, right? Or still my diameter, click it, then I can change it to what? To radius. I can say I want, oh sorry, I've not yet picked the uh, so okay, I can change it. I can change it from diameter to radius. So specify the diameter of it, which is was 10. That's that. Then I have the 3 points. So meaning probably you have three different points on your work interface that you want to draw the the shapes on. So for instance, I have this 3, 1, 2, 3. So I want to draw it. So my 2 points, okay, 2 point first. So I want to draw it between this point and this point. So I'll pick my point here, pick this one here. So just draw it in 2 points. I has to pick one point and pick the other point. So you might have two different ways, two different points that you want to pick. You not knowing the dimension, but you just know that okay, you can actually specify this drawing with those points to get the perfect shape with even without knowing the dimension. Then I have 3 points, so meaning you can pick on 3, 1, 2, so let me say 3. So I drew this bigger circle with the 3 points. Then I have tan radius, so peradventure I have something with line, so I have something like this. So and I want to pick my tangent radius, so I'll pick a line that the circle will be tangent to the first second, then I'll specify the radius. So let me specify it. So it drew this out based on the radius I specified, right? Because it's tangent, so you have to be tangent. The circle will have to be tangent to a particular, to some particular line or shape. Let me see my radius. I want my radius to be 5. So I didn't get that. Sorry for that. Let me go back. And then then okay, 12, 5 or smaller. Yeah, can you see that? So that's tan radius. Then I have tan. So which is the last one, tan. So like this is tan, this is tan, this is tan. So it will give you this. So the shortcut for circle is C. Is C. See there, type enter. Shortcut for line is L. Enter. Shortcut for polyline is what? PL. And what? Enter. Now let's look at the next drawing tool, which is the arc. The arc. So now what the arc can be drawn um in various ways as well. I think I have about 9 or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I won't be explaining everything. I'll just describe some because of time. So I'll just Now the first one is 3 point arc, so you can just 1, 2, and 3. Draw your arc. Depend on how you want to draw the arc. And you see that, so you pick your point 1, 2, 3 for the arc, right? So now let's look at different way which you can draw the arc as well. So I've drawn that. So if I click on the docker, I have various options. Now this one it says start center end. Now leave the mouse a bit. Can you see the description? Telling us that, oh, if you are drawing on the right side, your starting point will be lower, then your end point will be up, and your midpoint is middle, of course. Now, but if you are drawing it from the left side, it will be opposite of that of right. So this is what, so ask me to pick the start point. Now you don't pick the start point to be this, and you said your this and this. Yes, you will get, but it's going in the what, in the other direction. But I want our arc to be in our right direction, right? So to be in our right direction, so I'm going to start from the lower part. So this starts center end, right? So that's that. So but if I want to be in the right direction, then in the left direction, then to come this way, it will be start. This will be my start. This point up here will be the start. Then the center, then the what, the end. All right. Then I have next one. I have start center angle. So this is my start. Oh, sorry. I mean that's start center angle. Start center. Then you specify the angle. So that will be what, 180 to finish up. 180. Right. Then I have start center length. So I don't know the length of the line. Start center. Then you can, if you know the length of the line, just enter the length of the line. But I just, okay, so that's the length of the line, 53.925. So let's try to enter 53.9. Oh, sorry. Let me go back. That's center there. 53.921. Can you see that? Okay, I didn't get the whole length. That's why I didn't get it. So that's that. Then I have start end angle. Now look at this. This is start end, not start center. Meaning you pick your start first, then you go and pick the end before you specify your angle. So that start end. This is my end. So you have to follow and specify the angle. Let's say our angle should be 180. And you see that. So I pick, this is my start, then the end before the what, before the angle, right? So um then I have start end direction. This is my favorite because you can just move more, manipulate with this. So start end, then direction, you manually specify where you want to go. You really want to specify the direction. You can also input the angle. You can see the angle is showing there as well. So depend on your taste. And let's look at two more. Half. Now let's start end radius. You pick your start, you go and pick your end, then you specify the radius. Now I have, let me just pick center. So you can choose center, meaning you are starting from the center. Center, this is my center. Center end, this is the end. Then, oh, I missed that. So I missed that. I missed that. So let me go back. Start, right? Center start. Center start. I pick something else. So center start. Then you can now what? You can specify your angle, right? So that is that on that. The last one, which is just a continuous arc, it will pick from where you stop. If you click on it again, it will, you can see it will just continuous. So click on where you stop. So and you can give it the shape that you want. So that is that on arc. So two more to go. The rectangle, which is the quadrilateral, and the ellipse. Now let's look at the rectangle. If I click on rectangle, so rectangle, these are polygon whatsoever, polyline rather. So now it asks me to pick my first corner point. So if I click this place as my first corner, then the other corner point, then I have this. So clicking on the rectangle again, and the shortcut for rectangle is RC, REC, REC, enter. So I can say the options I have: chamfer, elevation, fillet, thickness, width, but I don't want to go on that right now. But when we get to the modification tool, you understand the chamfer, fillets, and all that. So, but the width, you can increase the width and all, but let's just flow with what we have right now. Let's proceed from the basic, right? So now I'll pick my first point. So now I can also draw it in various ways. So I have area, dimension, rotation. So if I click on area, I'll type A for area. So it wants me to specify the area of the rectangle. So peradventure, the area of the rectangle is 200. So I'll just type in there that, okay. Now because the instruction say enter area of rectangle. So I will just enter, oh, my area of my rectangle is 200. So now I can ask the, oh, my length should be what, and or my width should be what. So if my area is 200, so I want my length to be 20. So my length should be 20, then to get the rest. So can you see that? So you knowing the area of the rectangle, you can draw. You can draw, right? Okay. Then stay on rectangle or enter. So click, then dimension. So by dimension, you know the whole dimension of the rectangle. Oh, okay, you want to specify the dimension, right? You want to specify the length and the breadth. So now D for dimension. So now specify the length. So specify the length. So let's say, okay, I want my length to be 30, and my breadth should be 15. So it will now ask you, where do you want to place it? How do you want to place it? Right? Then you can place it. And the last one, which is the rotation. So how to rotate, enter. Then you can specify your rotation angles. Perfection, I want to rotate by 45. Then you can still draw. You can still use the area and dimension again. Say okay, so this should be 5, and this should be 10. So you have that, right? Now if you pick rectangle again and you want to still draw, it will be in that rotation. So you have to change it. So how? Then you change back to 0. Then you can draw your rectangle as it ought to be. You can see that. Then under the rectangle we have polygon. When you click on the docker, you have polygon. Now we have two types of polygon. It will ask you to enter the numbers of polygon that you want to draw. So let's just say you want to draw a pentagon, which is 5. So if I draw that, let me just draw a circle. Let me draw a circle of radius 10. Alright, so let me go back to my polygon. So now I want to draw 5 sides. They ask me to select the what? Do you get that? I click on my polygon to, they ask me to enter the numbers of sides I want to click. So 5 sides. So and press enter. Specify center of polygon. So I'll pick on my center, right? So it asks me which type of polygon do I want to draw. Is it inscribe in circle or circumscribe about circle? So if I click on inscribe in a circle, then my radius for the circle is 10, right? So let me just enter 10. Can you see that? This is inscribe in a circle. To be in a circle. Now, going back to the command, it's still 5, enter. Then I pick my what? Pick my center. So I want to pick circumscribe about circle. Then still the same thing. This is what I have. So these are the difference between inscribing a circle and what circumscribe about a circle, right? So those are the two types of way of drawing our polygon. So you can always give it different. You can decide to say, oh, the number of your shape should be 9. Then pick anyone you want and draw. So it depends on your taste on what you want to draw. Then the last one I'll be explaining for this video is ellipse. So we have 3 ways of drawing our ellipse: center, arc, axis, and an elliptical arc. Now the center is to say mean you have to pick your center first. Then you specify half the length and the radius. Specify the center first, half the length. So if the length of your ellipse is 10, so you pick the center first, then half the length. The whole length is 10, right? So half the length would have be what? 5. Enter 5. Then you now pick your what? You then you specify your radius. So let's say our radius should be 2.5. Can you see that? So that's what it means. Center, half the length, then what? Then you specify the radius. Then the second type that we have is what? Is axis and end. So you have to pick your what? The whole length first, then you specify the what? The radius. So as it, so let's say okay, you want it to be is 10, right? Then 2.5 for our radius. So that's that. This you pick the whole length, then specify the what? The specify the radius. Then the last one, elliptical. You can see here the name elliptical arc. Elliptical arc. So meaning what you'll be having is an arc. So you have to pick first point, second point, third point, fourth point. Then you can't have a perfect ellipse then. So that's it. That's how it works. That's how elliptical arc works. So the shortcut for arc is A. Enter. You can have your arc. See, so it's going back to um the shortcut for ellipse is El for ellipse. That's shortcut for ellipse, right? So for polygon is P-O-L for polygon. That's shortcut. So thanks for watching this video. I would like you to please subscribe so that anytime I do a new video, you can always get the notification. Kindly please like the video, and if there is any question, kindly drop it in the comment section so I'll know how to improve more on this. Thanks a lot. I appreciate.